Hello, beautiful earth angels, and welcome to my video. My name is Haitonixa, and I make videos on spirituality, manifestation, tarot, subliminals, crystals, wellness, and much more. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to join the Earth Angels community. So, in today's video, I have a story time on how I manifested $2,300 with no source of income. Yes, you heard that right. No source of income. So make sure you're comfortable and get out your notebook in case you want to take notes, and let's start. Okay, so for some background information, before I had manifested the money, I already had $2,000 prior from my cost of living payment from the government as a student from last year. While $2,000 is a secure amount, the cost of living situation in Auckland is quite bad. I had to pay around $13 a day for public transport. The average meal in the city cost anywhere from $15 to $25, plus the cost of clothing, petrol, and other personal expenses. It was quickly draining my money, and mind you, I am someone with good financial habits. So, I was also applying for jobs left and right and kept getting rejected, unfortunately. I applied for jobs that were even so far away from where I lived and still got rejected. I also live overseas from my extended family, so it's not like I could get money from them. Not that I want to, anyways. However, I do live in Auckland with my immediate family, who I am so very grateful for, as they basically cover my essential costs of living, such as shelter and food, and they do not charge me rent, so thank God. But I still wanted to have more money because my current $2,000 was draining out super quickly. And honestly, I did not want to ask my parents for money because I wanted to get it myself. So, I decided to try my luck with manifestation and thank the universe that I did. One night, I got my manifestation journal and pen and began scripting. I wrote how I was grateful and thankful for everything, and how I was grateful for receiving a secure amount of money. Mind you, I never wrote the exact amount of money because a small part of me was still in doubt of how would I even receive the money. Which leads me to the next part, which is that I never scripted how I would get the money, which goes against everything in scripting because we are told that everything needs to be in detail. But here I was scripting and being grateful for a secure amount of money that I just received out of the blue. At that time, the manifestation felt completely out of reach to me because, like I said, I was unemployed and basically had no way of getting money. Fast forward to the next week. It's a Saturday. I wake up and the whole morning, my right palm is itching. And if you do not know, an itchy right palm is a superstition for money coming in. Does it actually mean something? I'm not exactly sure. I didn't really think much of it, but my family wanted to get out and do something, so in the afternoon, we went to an outlet mall, which is fairly new and very busy as it is near the airport. This outlet mall is known to have brands such as Tommy Hilfiger, Guess, Michael Kors, and more. So we went to the mall, and I didn't really have an intention of buying anything there except maybe a wallet or a card holder because my brother bought one and I was low-key jealous. But honestly, I knew I really couldn't afford it anyways because I'm the one that pays for my own stuff. So I walk around with my family and we go into the stores one by one, which were super crowded and full of people. I go into Guess and I browse around and I head to the wallet section. I browsed the wallets, but I couldn't really find anything that piqued my interest because I'm low-key into niche designs. And I decided, you know what, I'm not going to get the wallet because the style isn't for me. Like this particular season wasn't really my kind of style. So instead, we just kept browsing and looking around until we ended up in the food court. We had a very late lunch, which was around 4 p.m. After lunch, the crowd definitely died down because I believe the mall closes around 7 p.m. So then we do another lap to have a better browse when there's less people. I decided to go into Guess again, and I head to the wallet section again. This wallet section is huge, mind you. I walk into one part of the wallet section and my eyes fall on one wallet which has a golden chain. I approach it and reach my hand to hold the wallet until I realize the golden chain was actually a separate bracelet. I go to hold the gold chain and it was actually fairly heavy. So I figured out that this is most likely real gold and someone lost it. I hold the chain and bring it to the reception. I hand it in and I tell them, "Oh, hi, I was just browsing at the wallet section at Guess and I found this lost bracelet." The receptionist takes it in and makes me sign a form with my details. They tell me that they are going to hand it in to the nearest police station as a lost item so that the true owner can come and collect it. 2 weeks later, I get a call from the police station confirming my identity. I agree, and they tell me that the bracelet was never claimed, and therefore I have the option of owning it as the finder. This is all legal, by the way. I accepted this offer and later drove to the police station to claim the bracelet. They hand me the bracelet, which was in a little bag, and they hand me a jeweler's report. When I tell you my jaw dropped, the report stated that the bracelet was made up of 22 karat gold and it weighed around 9 to 10 grams, which made it stand at a value of 2,300 New Zealand dollars. I was shocked. This bracelet I found was worth 2,300 New Zealand dollars. Now, as a spiritual person, I would never wear someone else's jewelry or clothes if I did not know them personally because of energetic reasons. I decided to keep the bracelet as it was, in the bag, in a secure area. I figured out that I would only cash out the value when my money would dip below a certain amount, such as $300 or something. Did I feel guilty? Yes, 100%. I could not sleep at all that night because I was thinking about the person who lost their bracelet. So I meditated and I connected with my spirit guides. Through meditation, my spirit guides told me that the owner of the bracelet had lost it as a lesson. This made me feel somewhat better, but not entirely better. But then I thought, I'm sure every single person, at least once in their lifetime, has lost something so valuable, which taught them to take better care of their valuables. So yeah, that's my story on how I manifested $2,300 without a source of income. It was basically script manifestation with no detail on the amount of money and no detail on how I would receive the money. I guess it goes to show that allowing the universe to take care of the rest of the interpretation may actually work in your favor. To this day, I still have the bracelet. I never took it in for the value because eventually I did start to have more money in my bank account. But the other thing as well is that perhaps I'm letting the value of the bracelet to grow more and more because as we know, the value of gold has a strong increase over time. So hopefully in a couple years it can have more value to it. So but yeah, so thank you guys for taking your time to watch my story time. I do intend to post videos on manifestation tutorials, but I believe that also sharing my success stories is very crucial at it as it helps people to just know that it's 100% possible that you can do it too. It's super easy to manifest, and sometimes there are little cheat codes here and there. So I intend to make videos on that. But yeah, have a lovely rest of your day or night, depending where you are in the world right now. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next video.